It's time for a story with me, Kathy. Get comfy. And now I'm going to get into my pajamas. Here I am, my pajamas again. Got my hair up today. Do you like doing different things with your hair or different things with your clothes? Or wearing hats or scarves or whatever? It's good to show your individuality. I'm wearing my individuality t-shirt again. And my same pajamas. Do you know what? I do have some different pajamas and different t-shirts which I'll be wearing over this time. And I'm hoping to do a story and a song every night for you during this time that we're kind of in our homes. Now, this is another old story. Yesterday I read an old story, and this is a very old story, that was also bought by my mum, I think, in an op shop. She had a stash of books at her place to read my daughter when she came over and stayed. This little tiny book is called Peppermint, and it's about a cat. Cool name for a white cat, eh? Peppermint. And I see my daughter's written, crossed out the person it used to belong to, Sarah Bigwood, and put her own name. She must have been quite young when she wrote that. Peppermint. Are you cozy? Are you in your pajamas? If you're not, pause the video, get into your pajamas, get cozy in your bed or somewhere cozy, and get ready for this story. Look what's in that front cover. Kittens for sale. 15 cents. That's cheap. Told you it was old. Once there was a cat named Candy. She was called Candy because she lived in Mr. Dobby's candy store. And there she is, sitting outside the green door, and there's some candy in the shop. One day, Candy had 4 little kittens, Tahi, Grua, Toru, Wha, in her basket beside the stove. When Mr. Dobby saw the little kittens, he gave each one of them a candy name. The tan and white kitten he called Lollipop. The black and white one was called Chocolate Drop. And the tan one with the white face was Caramel. You can see all the cats there. They look like their names, don't they? And there was little Peppermint, who was all white and very thin. Peppermint was not as beautiful as Lollipop and Chocolate Drop and Caramel. That made Peppermint unhappy. After school, when the children came to the store to buy candy, they said, oh and ah, when they saw Lollipop and Chocolate Drop and Caramel. But when they saw poor little Peppermint, they said, oh my, isn't the little white one thin? Is she sick, Mr. Dobby? Oh, poor Peppermint, being left out. We don't leave anybody out just because they're a little bit different, do we? No. Mr. Dobby liked all of his cats, but he was too busy to take care of so many pets. Candy was a great help in chasing the mice away, so she would stay at the store, but the kittens would have to find other homes. Mr. Dobby had a big sign made. He put the sign in his window. We saw it. Kittens for sale, 15 cents. Mr. Dobby was a wise man. He knew how much little boys and girls liked candy. He knew that if they spent their candy money for a kitten, they would be kind and gentle to it. Lollipop was the first kitten to go. Oh, I forgot to show you this picture. There's Candy chasing the mice into the hole. There's the sign. Lollipop was the first kitten to go. A little girl in a red coat came first. She was very happy to carry Lollipop home. Next came a little boy with 15 pennies held tightly in his handkerchief. He couldn't decide between Chocolate Drop and Caramel. Finally, he carried the black and white kitten away. Chocolate Drop. Here they are with their new kittens. Now only Candy and Caramel and Peppermint were left. Late the same afternoon, a little boy and girl left their wagon at the door and came into the candy store. "We'd like a kitten, sir," the little boy said. In a few minutes, Caramel rode away in the wagon with her 2 new owners. There she goes. What a cool little wagon. That left Peppermint all alone with Candy and Mr. Dobby. Days went by. No one offered to buy the little white kitten, so Mr. Dobby took the sign out of the store window. It was not many days before Peppermint's fur was a dirty grey because she spent so much of her time in the storeroom hiding behind boxes and barrels. There she is, looking a bit grey rather than white. Mr. Dobby taking the sign down. One afternoon, the children rushed into the candy store. They were all excited as they told Mr. Dobby about the big cat show they were going to have at school. Have you had a cat show at your school or a pet day? I bet you have. Caramel, Chocolate Drop and Lollipop were all going to be there. Peppermint peeped from behind a box. She heard the children talking. She wished she could be in the cat show too. The children soon ran home to get their kittens ready. But one little girl in a worn-out sweater stayed behind. She was rubbing her eyes and looking very sad. There she is, right there. "What's your name?" Mr. Dobby asked. "Barbara," said the little girl. "What's the matter, Barbara?" Mr. Dobby asked. He didn't like to see little boys and girls unhappy. I haven't got a kitten," Barbara sobbed. "Dear me," said Mr. Dobby. He'd grown very fond of Peppermint, but when he saw how unhappy Barbara was, he said, "You may have Peppermint." Awesome. He is giving away Peppermint to Barbara. I bet that makes her happy. Barbara was too happy to speak. She picked up Peppermint and held her close. "Thank you, Mr. Dobby," she said, and she ran all the way home to her mum. Barbara's mum was washing clothes. She stopped to hear all about the cat show and Mr. Dobby and Peppermint. "We'll have to give Peppermint a bath," Barbara's mum said when she saw the grey cat instead of the white cat. "She'll never win a prize looking like that." There we go. She took the dirty little kitten and put her in the tub of soapy water. Peppermint did not like having a bath. She jumped right out of the tub into a pan of bluing. It's like blue dye. Barbara started to cry. She knew Peppermint was ruined. But her mother caught the kitten, wrapped her in a towel and put her in the sun to dry. Look, there she is, getting into the pan of blue dye. Uh-oh. What colour is she going to come out? We don't know because, look, we can't see. But I'm picking she's going to come out a bit blue. The next morning, Barbara's mother tied a big pink ribbon around Peppermint's neck. She put her in a basket so Barbara could carry her to school. When Barbara reached school, all the other boys and girls were proudly holding their kittens. They wondered what Barbara had in her basket. One by one, the children took their kittens to the front of the room. Finally, it was Barbara's turn. Carefully, she took Peppermint from the basket and held her up for all the children to see. How surprised they were! Peppermint was no longer a soiled grey kind of kitten. She was a beautiful, fluffy, blue kitten with a pink bow around her neck. Said some of the children. "She's beautiful," said others. "She should have first prize," someone else said. There she is, looking very gorgeous indeed. Blue. Wonder if she needs to change her name from Peppermint now. So Peppermint did win first prize at the cat show. She was the happiest kitten in the classroom, and Barbara was the happiest little girl. Cute. Don't go dyeing your kitten blue though. That wouldn't be good. Cool, so that was Peppermint. Now I'm going to sing you a song. Are you tired? I'm a bit tired. I'm nearly ready to jump into my cosy bed. So I'm going to sing you a song that I wrote many years ago, actually. And it's called I'm Tired. I'll just get my guitar. Are you cosy? Are you comfy? Are you snuggled up in bed? I'll just tune up, make sure I'm in tune. Yep, that looks in tune. Okay. Are you ready? Here we go. I'm tired, my head is heavy, I'm tired, my legs are weak, I'm tired, it's been a long day and I need to sleep. Put on my pajamas and brush my teeth. One last trip to the toilet to do wheeze. Trickle, trickle, trickle. Climb into bed and I'll tell you a bedtime story. And then a kiss goodnight and turn out the light. Ooh, I'm tired. My head is heavy, I'm tired. My legs are weak, I'm tired. It's been a long day and I need to sleep. Close my eyes and rest my weary head on my pillow. Think of what I did today and what I might do tomorrow. Lots of happy thoughts to think and a little bit of yawning. Next thing you know, I wake up and it's morning. I'm tired, my head is heavy, I'm tired, my legs are weak, I'm tired, it's been a long day and I need to sleep, and I need to sleep, and I need to sleep. Hope you have a lovely sleep tonight. Hope you're all snugly in bed, and I'll see you again tomorrow. And don't forget, you can listen to all these songs on Spotify or iTunes or anywhere that you listen to your music. I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep tight.